Thanks, Cheryl. In our top story tonight, a new bill going through the Illinois House would change sex offender laws and allow them to live closer to schools, daycares, and playgrounds. Fox's Matt Roy is working for you tonight to find out why advocates are pushing for this, as well as reaction from law enforcement community. Matt?
Well, Marcella, currently sex offenders have to live a minimum of 500 feet away from schools like this one, but this new law would change that. Supporters of the bill say that this would help support and rehabilitate sex offenders, while law enforcement and many of you think that the entire idea is idiotic.
House Bill 3913 would make it so sex offenders could live 250 feet away from playgrounds, schools, and daycares, slashing the current standard of 500 feet in half.
The closer you bring a sex offender to these vulnerable targets, the more likely they're going to offend.
Sangamon County Sheriff Jack Campbell says this is a pro-sex offender and anti-victim, anti-police bill.
Overall, the bill would make our communities less safe.
But advocate Madeline Baer says these residency restrictions on sex offenders are causing higher rates of poverty and homelessness, thus making people more likely to reoffend.
The goal is to open up more housing for folks. We know that poverty, housing issues, other things are more likely to lead to crime. So by reducing that is really helpful and actually is more supportive of folks who have caused harm.
What are the ramifications of doing something like that?
Well, it could create temptation.
I asked you on Facebook what you all thought of the bill. Jacob Burr says this is disgusting and unacceptable, while Agnes Tierks and Misty Carey say even 500 feet was too close.
We will not support this, and law enforcement will fight this tooth and nail. And it appears to be another anti-victim and anti-police bill that one of our misguided legislators is trying to push through.
Baer says this is a huge problem in the highly populated Chicago area and not so much downstate where we are. But in order for it to change there, Illinois law has to change, which means it'll affect the entire state. In Springfield, I'm Matt Roy reporting.
All right, thank you, Matt. The introduction of this bill comes just 2 months after the massive criminal justice reform package. Now, that bill is still in its beginning stages and has yet to be heard in committee.